Hi everyone, today we're talking about variation number 6 of Rachmaninoff's Corelli variations. As I discussed yesterday, variation number 5, 6, and 7 all come as a unit. Why? Because their tempo is much faster than the surrounding variations. So variation number 6 continues on with a motive that Rachmaninoff introduced in variation number 5, which is the rhythm of a triplet. The fifth variation ends with this triplet running up into the higher registers of the piano, and variation 6 is all triplets. Everything about it is triplets. The great thing that Rachmaninoff does with these triplets is typically a triplet will be felt in groups of 3. So you feel 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What Rachmaninoff does here is he introduces a kind of hemiola. So he doesn't want us to hear a triplet as groupings of 3, but rather as groupings of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1. So he kind of just goes off in that way. Let me show you what I mean. Here's a normal triplet, and then groups of 2. But if I play it in the normal triplet rhythm, you'll feel it better. So it's zakadam, bum, 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 bakadam. Right? It just makes a cool hemiola. And Rachmaninoff does that throughout this entire variation. The other great thing that he does is he has a lot of triadic movement up and down chromatically. What I mean by that is simply adding a first, a third, and a fifth of a chord, moving up and down. Normally, we don't compose in that way. But throughout all of these Corelli variations, he'll start to do that more and more. And you'll notice that becoming a theme of his, is this triadic way of composing. The voice leading that people have learned from the common practice period of the 17 and 1800s would really forbid this, because they don't like parallelisms, which is the parallel fifths. That's a big no-no. And even the octaves. Then you add them together, and composers would be very much adverse to hearing that in the 1700s and early 1800s. Rachmaninoff, we're in the 1900s. He's progressive. So we're going to do that kind of planing technique in a way, but in a truly Russian style. So you're going to be hearing lots of this movement, but it's always going to be with purpose. If you look at the first and last harmonies of every 2 measures, you'll begin to see that he's just outlining the theme. Last harmony of measure 2. First harmony of measure 3. Last harmony of measure 4. Measure 5. So on and so forth. And you can hear the theme there perfectly. And he's just going to get to those harmonies by doing this triadic movement. Right? So, let's go ahead and just play through this variation, and we'll see how all of these things are coming together. And it makes for a really, really interesting variation, and it's quite difficult to play. So this is variation number 6. So that is variation number 6. Again, it's going to have this momentum moving forward into variation number 7. So it's hard not to play variation 7 right at the end of that. But I hope you could hear that hemiola rhythm. Right? But it's all in triplets. So dum. It's just really cool writing by Rachmaninoff. And again, lots of these triads moving up and down. They're very simple harmonies, but the way he uses it is pretty advanced. So that's going to be all for today. Check back in tomorrow to hear the end of this small group of variations, and I will see you then. Thanks.